Hi, beautiful people. Thank you so much for tuning in. I hope it is beautiful wherever you are. So, today I would love to talk about self respect. I know I have talked about respect before. If you haven't watched it, the link will pop up somewhere. You should go and watch it. In that video, I talked about an acronym that I came up with for respect. So the R stands for reminder, E stands for evaluate, S stands for sharing, P stands for protect, the second E stands for effort, and C stands for care, and T stands for thankfulness. Now, yes, I know I gave you the acronym, but today we are gonna dig deeper and really help you find your values for you to really start your self-respect journey. I have spoken about self-care, self-love, self-awareness, self-discipline, and self-control in the previous videos. So today we're going to talk about self-respect. And really, if you don't know what your values are or what matters to you in your life, then how can others respect your values? How can others know? You gotta find it yourself. That is why today I am going to share with you 3 basic steps for you to start finding your self-respect. And I also want to say that when you find your values, when you know what matters to you in your life, you can start putting up the boundaries so then people can start respecting you and respect what values in your life. Now, putting up boundary and putting up a wall, they are two totally different things, okay? Putting up a wall is when you don't want to deal with that discomfort. You are afraid of confronting something. You don't want to dig deeper and really find out what values to you, what matters in your life. But when you put up boundaries, that is when you really know what matters to you in your life. And you're telling people that this is my line, please don't cross it. If you don't know your values or what matters in your life, of course that line is gonna get blurred. Of course, people don't know how to respect you, right? And that is why today I am going to share with you 3 basic steps, and there are 3 separate exercises that you will be doing. So please set out some time for each individual exercises. And I really need you to be in a calm and collected and relaxed state when you're doing these exercises, okay? And I believe in you. You got this. And you can share your journey with me. You can email me. You can join the private Facebook group. Share with me there. So the first step to gain more self-respect is find your values. And how do you do that? Great question. The exercise that I would love you to do is grab an A4 piece of paper, fold them in half vertically, and draw the line in the middle. And in the first column, I would like you to write what matters to me in my life. And the second column, I would like you to write why does it matter to me. So it should look like this. Ta-da! Oh, sorry. So that is the diagram. So yeah, you need to find out what values to you. What are your values? What matters to you in your life? What is it? You are on a different journey than I am. Everyone is on a different journey. So you would have different values than your parents, your friends, okay? But you need to find out what values to you. So health and fitness will be one of my values, because when I do have children one day, I would love to have that fitness state, that health state, to be able to play with them, to chase them, to play soccer with them, just to be with them. And I also value it because I love traveling, and when I get older I want to continue to travel, and I don't want to feel aches and pains when I am traveling when I'm older. So I value my health and my fitness. Yeah, and I just don't want my body to have that excess weight that it doesn't need to burden. So health and fitness is one of my values. Share with me what are your values and what matters to you in your life. Another thing that I value would be money. Money matters to me because I want to be able to provide for my children, to give them opportunities to learn, to get education. And it also matters to me because it gives me opportunities to help people, to help those ones that I love and care. And it also gives me opportunities to do more of what I love. So yeah, I value money, and yes, it matters to me. But what matters to you? Tell me, share them with me. What are your values? Another thing that I value is that I always give 110% in everything that I do. And I love making deep and meaningful connections with people because I give 110%. And why it matters to me is because I don't want to live with any regret. So if I know that I'm constantly giving 110%, I'm trying my best, then why would I live with regret? I wouldn't have regret being like, I wish I have done more of that. I wish I have make a deeper connection with certain people, because I don't want to live with regrets. So I always give 110%, and that's one of my values. So what do you value? What matters to you in your life? Share them with me. And remember, this will take time, so please do schedule some time out for yourself. And yeah, share them with me in the private Facebook group or in the comments. And so yeah, that is the first step to gain more self-respect. The second step to gain more self-respect is find out what doesn't matter to you in your life. This step should be easier because a lot of people always focus on what they don't want, what they don't like, and etc. Perhaps this step will be easier for you, but still schedule some time out. So yeah, you need to figure out what you don't like and what doesn't matter to you and write it down, because then you will know what really doesn't matter. So again, I would like you to grab an A4 piece of paper, fold them in half and like this, write down what doesn't matter in my life and why doesn't it matter. Now, I can share a few things that doesn't matter in my life. So I don't value fashion. I hate shopping. I really don't enjoy taking my clothes off, trying on things and then taking it off. I just don't like it. I do not enjoy window shopping either. It just doesn't matter to me. I buy stuff when I need them. Like, I buy needs instead of wants. I also only buy quality stuff that I know they will last. I only support the brands that I know that they have the values that I value as well. So yeah, fashion is really not one of the things that I value. But I do enjoy dressing up. That's another story that I can share in the future. But what don't you value? Okay, what doesn't matter in your life? Share them with me. I would love to know. Another thing that I guess I don't value will be being perfect. I guess because everyone has a different perspective on what perfect is. And I'm just not the type of person who sits there and be like, that is not the right angle, that is not the right color, that is whatever. I am not a perfectionist. I can admit that. But that is just not something that I value. Like I said before, I always give 110%, so I know that I'm always giving my best in doing everything. And if something is not right, well, then I take it as a learning curve. I take it as an opportunity to be better. So I guess being perfect really is not something that I value. It does not matter to me in my life. But please share them with me. Share with me what don't you value and what doesn't matter in your life. And remember, everyone is different. We are all on a different journey. And please do set out some time for yourself to do all these exercises. And the last step to gain more self-respect is to take action. That's right. How do you start taking action? Great question. Well, first of all, you need to know that you are responsible to remind yourself what your values are, because only you know what matters to you, okay? And you are responsible to continue to keep on reminding yourself what matters to you and what your values are. Because if you don't know, then other people wouldn't know either, right? So yeah, you need to remind yourself, find all the ways that you can remind yourself. And that is where the taking action part comes in. So how do you start taking action? Well, again, I would like you to grab an A4 piece of paper, fold them into maybe 8 squares or 10 squares, and then I want you to write your values into those. Sorry, they'll be rectangle. So I want you to write your values into those rectangles like that. Write your values down and cut them out. So then every rectangle, you can either put it in your wallet, you can put it at the back of your phone, you can put it in your bedroom, bathroom, toilet, wherever you can see it, to constantly remind yourself what your values are. Because you gotta help yourself to remind yourself. And it's your responsibility. Self-respect really is about knowing your values, okay? When you know your values, when you know what matters to you in your life, then others will start understand how to respect you. Others will start respecting your values too. And I get it that everyone that you meet, not everyone will understand your values or respect it, and that is okay. You know, that because remember, everyone is different. Everyone is on a different journey. So the more you remind yourself your own values, the less of other people's value matter. The less you will get bothered by their values. That is why reminding yourself your own values is so important. So if you do find people that have similar values than you do, then great. Be friends with them. Amazing. Be grateful that you have met someone that has similar value. But if they don't have the similar value as you, well then that's okay too. Understand that they have their own values too, okay? So I would also highly suggest you to put on a screensaver or on the lock screen on your phone and remind yourself that I respect other people's values because we are all different. And please do remember that. So then you don't get bothered by whatever their values are. You just need to focus on your values, because the only thing that you can control is how you react to whatever that comes to you. You can't change other people. The only thing that you have control of is yourself. Okay? So these are the 3 simple steps that you can start to gain more self-respect. And I am so excited for you to find your values so other people can start respecting you, and so you can gain more self-respect. And please do share them with me. You can share them with me in the private Facebook group. You can email me. You can also book in a private session with me. The link is in the description. Now, I would also highly recommend you to join the self-development program, because that is where you can get all these diagrams all done out for you. All you need to do is to print it out and then fill it. And that's it for me today. I am so excited for your journey, and yeah, I will see you next time. See ya!